My reliable and patient Taurus friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. A Taurus this week arrives quietly with a restlessness you might not have named. There is a longing for steadiness, but also the gentle ache of something new trying to surface. For days you've moved through routines with a practiced grace, yet beneath the familiar motions, a subtle tension grows. You crave the comfort of what you know, but a part of you wonders if something is missing. This unspoken feeling isn't loud. It's like the hush before rain, a sense that you're holding something precious and private, a part of you no one else quite sees. Maybe you're tired from carrying so much responsibility, or maybe you simply wish someone would notice the care you put into each detail. Whatever the source, there's a quiet desire to feel seen, nourished, and understood, not just by others but by yourself. In this delicate tension, you're both the caretaker and the one needing care. This is where your week begins. You are a natural at providing for others, Taurus. It's the life you've built, steady, deliberate, and deeply invested in the well-being of those around you. The Queen of Pentacles describes not just what you do, but who you are when you're at your most grounded and generous. Lately, though, you may feel the weight of your own expectations pressing down, as if the very things that once gave you satisfaction now ask for more than you have to give. You might be caught between honoring your commitments and tending to your inner landscape. There could be a subtle fatigue in your bones, a sense that your nurturing has become routine, a duty performed out of love yet lacking the spark of genuine connection with yourself. Sometimes you wonder if your care is truly noticed, or if it's simply expected. The urge to be reliable, to offer stability, has made you the cornerstone for others, but who holds space for you? Perhaps you've been giving from a well that needs refilling. There may be a longing to retreat into your own space, to let the world spin without your constant tending. Yet you hesitate, fearing that stepping back means letting someone down. This tension isn't about failure or lack, it's about quiet resilience meeting its own edge. From this place, your week doesn't just unfold, it responds. The steadiness you offer others creates a ripple, and that ripple returns to you in the form of new possibilities and subtle invitations. The inner state you carry, part comfort, part craving, begins to shape the opportunities that cross your path. Your desire for deeper connection and recognition gently nudges you toward moments you might otherwise overlook. The longing for replenishment draws new experiences into your orbit, ones that invite you to soften, to receive, to let yourself be cared for. The pressure to maintain your role doesn't evaporate, but it starts to shift. You begin to notice where you might allow for a little more ease or where your boundaries could be gently redrawn. The week asks if you are the caretaker who is tending to you, and so the current becomes more lively. The Ace of Cups arrives as a quiet surge, a new feeling just beneath the surface of your day-to-day life. It isn't dramatic, but it is unmistakable. You might find your heart responding to small gestures, a kind word, a song, the scent of rain. There's an emotional openness that surprises you, as if your own longing has become a doorway. The pressures this week are subtle but real. You may feel the momentum of change, a gentle push to open your heart in ways that feel new. Emotions you've tucked away may rise, asking to be acknowledged, not analyzed. There could be friction in your relationships, not from conflict, but from vulnerability. Someone might reach out, or you may notice a sudden urge to share something honest. These moments don't demand action. They simply surface like dew in morning light. The old patterns of self-reliance are still there, but they soften under the warmth of new emotional invitations. For a moment, you might hesitate. Is it safe to let someone in, to trust the unfamiliar comfort of being received as you are? This is the friction, the push and pull between your instinct to nurture and your quiet hope to be nurtured. That hope, Taurus, is not wishful thinking. It's a real possibility, but only if you let yourself meet it with awareness. The path opening before you is not about abandoning your strength. It's about allowing your strength to include softness. The new feelings arising are not a threat to your stability, but an invitation to deepen it. You could walk past these moments, brush them aside, and nothing would seem amiss. But if you pause, if you let yourself notice the subtle shifts, something changes. The potential for renewal is here, but it is not automatic. It waits for your conscious attention, your willingness to feel what you feel without apology. When you meet this moment with presence, Taurus, the landscape changes. The Seven of Cups appears not as confusion, but as a gentle scattering of possibilities. There is a sense that life offers you more than one way forward, each option colored by emotion and longing. Growth is not a promise but an invitation. You can sense the allure of many paths, each reflecting a different desire, rest, connection, creative spark, or even adventure. This abundance can feel overwhelming, but it is also liberating. You are not confined to a single narrative. You are allowed to explore, to wonder, to try something unfamiliar. The choices before you aren't about choosing right or wrong, they're about discovering what nourishes you now. As you move through the week, you may notice that your desires shift, that what once felt urgent now feels less important, or that a hidden longing steps forward. The invitation is to let your curiosity lead, to approach each feeling as a possible beginning. Nothing is fixed. Everything is possible if only for this moment. All three cards, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups, intertwine to shape your week's story. You begin in the comfort and steadiness you've built, yet feel a quiet ache for something more. That ache invites new feelings, new connections, and a gentle loosening of old routines. In the process, you discover a wider landscape of possibilities. The responsibilities you hold do not disappear, but their weight shifts as you recognize your own needs alongside those of others. This is not a week of upheaval or dramatic change. Instead, it is a week of subtle, meaningful shifts, where longing becomes curiosity, and curiosity becomes the doorway to new experiences. You are both grounded and open, steady and receptive. Whatever unfolds, you remain at the center, calmly holding space for both the known and the possible. There is reassurance in knowing you do not have to choose between care for others and care for yourself. They are two sides of the same gentle strength, and both are honored here. Actionable insights for Taurus this week. You might try letting yourself linger a moment longer in the company of someone who feels safe. You could allow a small pleasure just for you without justification. You might notice which of your desires keeps returning, even in quiet moments. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I notice how I care for myself and others. I am allowed to rest and receive. My feelings are valid, whatever shape they take. I trust my own gentle strength. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.